Today on our unobtained world, we will be getting over 100 traits on a single villager. And you might be asking how, and that's a good question. It's a bit complicated actually, so let's take it to editor me. So let me give you all a brief history lesson of villagers. Villagers were first added in beta 1.9 pre-release, but it wasn't until 1.3.1 where trading got added. While the interface of trading mostly remained the same, behind the scenes there were a lot of changes made to them. To keep things simple, let's divide villager trading into 3 categories. Before 1.8, from 1.8 to 1.13, and from 1.14 onwards. Villagers before 1.8 were still pretty simple. Each villager was assigned one of these professions. Depending on the profession, the look and traits of a villager would change. That was until trading got overhauled in 1.8. As a result, many traits became unobtainable. Besides that, Mojang also divided each of the professions into multiple careers, each with their own new and unique traits. This made it possible to update an old villager to 1.8 and have his new traits on top of its old traits. There is only one exploit with that. If you trade with a villager in 1.8 and downgrade back to a prior version, the villager would forget its career, but it would keep his profession and its traits. If you would update again, it's possible to get a new career and its traits. In other words, you will have a villager with different traits for multiple careers. As you can see, I've gotten my skin back, and that's because I downgraded to 1.7.10. And why I got my skin back? Well, that's actually because 1.7.10 was released at a later date than 14W02A, the 1.8 snapshot. And that's just a little bit crazy to think about how Mojang developed updates back then. Anyway, I've gotten here myself a new farmer villager, the profession farmer I should say. And it already got a few traits, but I want to unlock all the other traits so I can have like the traits from this profession, but also from all the other careers. So I've spent some time getting the villagers over here, and I've traded with them a bunch. As you can see, I have a whole lot of traits with especially this guy. And I've gotten all of the traits except maybe 2 or 3 of them. And I'm fine with that. There should be limits to not go insane. Anyway, let's get to the part where you are here for. And I've already tried it with this guy. As you can see, it has its old traits, but it also got some newer traits from the ladder worker. And I've downgraded back, so it's again a villager. But if we use our emeralds and we trade a saddle, it should get the new career. Let me see, and it's a butcher. Nice. Yeah, like the professor is called a butcher, but one of the careers is called a butcher too. And as you can see, after the last saddle, I've got some more traits, like some pork chops and some raw chicken. So I traded a little bit more with the butcher, and as you can see, I've gotten to the final trait of the butcher. So this one is complete. We've gotten all traits from the profession, all traits from the leather worker, and now also all traits from the butcher. But yes, this is just multiple jobs, but what about the 100 traits? Well, you repeat the cycle over and over and over again, and that would normally take pretty long. But luckily, I already have this villager with 72 traits. And when I open its GUI, you can already see that it is a librarian, while I have not traded with it yet. And that's because the librarian is the only career in 1.8. There are no cartographers who would share the librarian profession, so it automatically got assigned this career. And the same thing will happen with the priest or the cleric career. So I've gotten to the final trait, and let's trade with him. Aqua Affinity 1. And it didn't get any particles. Okay, that's concerning. So I was a little bit concerned, but as you can see, I've gotten some new traits. Some paper traits and some looting tree traits, which is nice if I hadn't gotten a villager with all engines. So let's trade a few more times with this villager, and I will get right back when I've completed its last trait. So I traded a couple more times with this guy, and as you can see, this has brought me 11 more traits. And in total this got me up to 83 trades. So, if you do the math right, I have to do this 2 more times. So I'll downgrade back to 1.7.10 and update back to 14W02A. So I just made it to 99 trades, and if we just do one more trade, one successful trade, we can get the 100 trade. So let's see if this does it. Okay, some particles, nice. And if we go all the way to the end, I'm using an auto clicker. Yes, we got some new trades. So this is our 100th trade, and our 101st trade, and 102nd trade. Nice. We've done it, everybody. So you're probably wondering, how does this look in newer versions? Well, let's see. As you can see, there is this slider, but it doesn't line up with the cursor. And I can keep going until all the way right here. That's really strange. But these are a ton of traits. That's crazy. And I can even get some newer traits. As you can see, it's now full. And it should upgrade in a second. To an expert, yeah. And I've gotten some newer traits. This glass one was the last one, and now it's also gotten a compass. And also some clocks. And if I wait again, it will work. And I will get a name tag. Yeah, nice. So I already did all the other professions too. As you can see, this villager is a fisherman, a fletcher, and a shepherd. And you can see this, the old trades, some of the fletcher trades, the fishing trades, and also all the wool from the shepherd. But I left out the farmer career for a special reason. So a few episodes ago, I took down my pumpkin farm, but when I reloaded the chunks, half of it somehow came back. At the time I didn't know why, but someone on Discord pointed out that my villager with air trades was the cause of this problem. So I killed it, and yes, it was the cause of the problem. But this gave me an idea. What if I put all my item unobtainables and all my entity unobtainables in one chunk, and afterwards put a villager with the air trait in it. This would cause the chunk to reset upon reloading, meaning I can duplicate items and mobs. And that's what I'm doing in just a second, and that happened to be with the farmer villager. So as you saw a second ago, I got all the 2.0 mobs here, and I also got these untamed horse, mule, and donkey, and the spawner minecart, together with all these unobtainable items that I got in these chests over here. This way we can have more fun with these items and tools, and also with the mobs for decorating the base. So let's open all villager GUIs in 1.7.10 to make sure they all got the villager name here, because that's unobtainable too. And let's do this final trade with the farmer in 14W02B. And it crashes. And it crashed because it now got the air trade. And if I hover over it, it will crash again. So if I place these blocks down here, and I unload, and I will reload, yeah, it disappears. Nice. And the same thing would happen that if I kill one of these villagers, and I unload, and I reload, it's back. Yes, nice. So if anything goes out of this chunk, it will come back. So I completely forgot about this. This villager has an ender pearl buy trait, which is also an unobtainable, because normally it would sell the ender pearl instead of buying it. So that's pretty cool. And also, I'm sorry that this video is a bit late. It's currently Thursday, and I planned to release it on Tuesday. But that's all because I took part of a building competition. And I've replay recorded a ton of it, and I wanted to make a post-commentary video out of that. Anyway, if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe, because I lost $40 making this video, because during the editing I forgot my driving lesson. Classic me. Next time we're gonna do something really interesting surrounding terrain, and I'm really excited about it. So I hope to catch you by episode 10. That's intense. Bye bye! Oh, this is so silly.